up in support with him. There's Thuram, who fancies it, goes for goal, and Gregor Kobel tipping the ball round the post. Home to Holstein Kiel. They won their last 5 matches of the Bundesliga season. Ambitious effort from distance. Not too far, more and more into the game as this first half draws on. Good ball by Yildiz into a Pender. And the shot over the top by Jonathan David in the end. There's Koopmeiners. It's not a bad ball in, a Pender going for the spectacular. You could see what he had in mind, but just unable to pull it off, the Belgian striker. Guirassy, Adeyemi, finds space for the shot and scores! Karim Adeyemi opens his account for the season and opens his account in this season's Champions League. And it is Dortmund who strike first, 7 minutes into the second half. McKennie's throw. Oh, Koopmeiners! What a chance to level it. And suddenly the contest has opened right up. Yildiz. Yildiz! Oh, it's a beauty! What a finish from Kenan Yildiz! And Juventus have their equaliser 10 minutes after falling behind. A special goal. Yankuto. Adeyemi trying to find some space. Oh, it's in the back in front. Felix Mecha. And a minute after Juve equalise, Dortmund regain the lead. It's another cracking finish. Starting to have the feel of Saturday, all about it all over again. Here's Vlahovic for Juve! 2-2! Dusan Vlahovic! And the goals continue to flow at the Juventus Stadium. Thuram plays it in. And Vlahovic wasn't too far away from attempting. Has it back again, Yankuto goes for goal and scores! 3-2 Dortmund. And everything being hit by both sides is going in at the moment. Dortmund lead for the 3rd time at the event. Kalulu, who gets the cross in. Vlahovic trying to turn Thuram with a touchback, and Yildiz off the post. Terrific save by Kobel. Header down by Brandt may go alone. Here's Guirassy. Well, he's appealing for handball. Dortmund may have it back anyway, but it is a penalty. A penalty for Borussia Dortmund. Not from the penalty spot anyway. Rami Bensebaini for 4-2, and as cool as you like, puts it into the corner. Juventus 2, Dortmund 4. And Guirassy, the first to go across and congratulate him, which is nice to see. Locatelli, Guirassy with the challenge. Locatelli has come up with the ball and fired it off target. Oh, great ball into the middle, and it is 4-3. Dusan Vlahovic on target again from Pierre Kalulu's ball in. And they have 2.5 minutes. Here's Vlahovic, João Mario in support. Vlahovic clips it in, it's 4-4! Lloyd Kelly with the header! What an extraordinary night this is in Turin! Juventus 4, Borussia Dortmund. 3 minutes into stoppage time, Juventus were 4-2 down to Dortmund. Dusan.
The wall looks well constructed. Salah goes low and dribbles through. Inside 4 minutes, Liverpool ahead. Mohamed Salah hit it low, hit it true. A deflection took it past Oblak. Up through the gears goes Salah, little touch through. Salah still going. Liverpool on fire from the start. Barely time for the blink of an eye, and they're 2 to the good.
Bodies around him so quickly.
Salah dancing through again and firing narrowly wide.
Such is his quality.
Given away though by Barrios. Isak. Raspadori seems to have kept himself on side here. In towards Llorente! There's something about Anfield for Marcos Llorente. He sparked the comeback back in 2020. Just so aware of. They go at any weak point, which is what Llorente looks to do here. Oh, now that was not a million miles away. Scoop it back. Barrios. Canate with the block. Llorente! It's happened again! This is beyond extraordinary. Can his boys deliver the head coach a late birthday present? Ekitike! Oh, that whistle's wide. Szoboszlai sent it in. Van Dijk! They just find a way. And this time it's the captain who leads the way. Off his toes, but he has it here. Now Salah. Ekitike over. Llorente, final hope of salvaging something. Solos! The happiest of 47th birthdays for Arne Slot.
Nice touch by Enchantu, wasn't it? Now Ruiz might have a go from there, and does! That's not far wide.
But they have been backing off.
Scalia goes for goal. Suddenly whipped one in.
Yeah, that was lovely, quick feet, really was.
Neatly done. Gray. Across to the back post. Colomwani back in the middle. Charlison is there. That's a good goal. That's a really well worked goal, and Tottenham lead in the 35th minute. Super goal.
Well, I'll tell you what, in this first half an hour or so, the Tottenham boys would have felt that there was something.
Enchantu. Martinez there again, this time he buries it. It's 1-1 just before the break. Crucial time for Paris Saint-Germain to level.
Well, I said earlier, Spurs had retreated.
Time looking for Richarlison around the back post. He got the touch on Gray, it's off the line, and then thumped in. Tottenham lead, Salah from close range. Oh, it's Colomwani got it. Well, that's his first Tottenham goal. It comes again. Turn and maybe get a shot away. Spurs were very quick to come out at him, especially Romero. Vitinha, oh, he's done it again. Second time in the game, Vitinha has pulled PSG back into it. Another lovely strike. 2-2. Still on the bench. Oh, that's risky, played out by Romero. It's a chance for PSG and absolutely buried. Fabian Ruiz made Tottenham pay. Sloppy, playing out for the back. Mistake by Christian Romero. Down from being 2-1. It'll swing away from the corner kick. It's loose. And it's buried. It's another one. Paco up from the back. Poor defending. There's Lee Kang in. And certainly Vicario had to stretch.
It's all one way now. Only one.
Oh, he was sloppy there, gave it away. Olympiacos. He's driven in another. What an extraordinary game. PSG 4, Tottenham 3. Mistake by the man of the match so far, Vitinha. And he's cost his team there. This Scalia worming his way through. There's a half chance, comes back to Vitinha on the hat-trick. It's blocked by Romero by his hand. It's a penalty. It's a penalty to PSG. 2-goal buffer and get his hat-trick. Wrong foot, Vicario. Paris Saint-Germain get a 5th goal and his 3rd of the game. And what a game he's played. To take this, Porro's a fine striker of a ball. Hits it, not too far over. It's slipped over and the game has slipped away. Spurs 5-3, a Vitinha hat-trick. He was the star of the show. Spurs led twice. Colomani.
Has Forbes beaten the offside? That's a question that hangs in the air. He's found Tresoldi, who finds the net. It's an outstanding start for Club Brugge. And it's the pace of Forbes in behind which has proved vital.
Yeah. My first reaction was that Forbes was offside. He was desperately trying to...
Great pedigree. Barcelona coming back and an opportunity immediately, which is taken by Ferran Torres. What an extraordinary start here.
Yeah, and we've got another one here, you know, another offside call that I would imagine is going to be a little bit tight.
Jules Koundé. And so see him away. Mekela hoping to do so and fired back in. And, well, it just whistles wide from Fermin Lopez.
Yeah, it's close, wasn't it? Hit it first.
Well, here's Rashford. Valde. And Rashford. Oh, Barcelona chances mounting up.
Decent try. Again, hit it early with the left.
And by Forbes. And this combination really promising. It's Carlos Forbes. Beautifully done.
Wow.
That's the definition of a devastating counter-attack.
It's just so easy. It's just so easy. There's a lot of bad decisions going on, I think, in that.
Jamal Koundé. Oh, he's unleashed there. And the second time, Barcelona have struck the frame of the goal.
Yeah.
It's Jamal, but he can't get there. Can Ferran Torres? Oh, yes, he can.
Oh.
Off target, ultimately, to his very evident frustration.
What a ball from Lamine Yamal.
Solis. Saiz flying forward, and they'll use him. Chesney not to be caught out. Of terms. Oh, what a strike! And again the crossbar. Eric Garcia. Lamine Yamal. Quickly 3 players converge, but he's beaten them all. Lamine Yamal!
Oh, wow.
Well, sometimes he just defies description. But Club Brugge looking for a swift answer. Tresoldi might find one. And Carlos Forbes! Oh, what a moment. But he's got another opportunity. Carlos Forbes! He gets it right this time! Well, he can forget about the one that got away. Yet another twist on this quite... Lamine Yamal. And Yaka's having to produce. Yamal. On off the head of the defender. Oh! Well, an own goal. Lamine Yamal making it happen. And Barcelona have found a way back again. Giving Koundé an examination here. What an entrance that might have been.
Wow. Wasn't that a good effort?
Champions League classic, full of controversy, embroidered by moments of outstanding quality.
But 6 months in, he's enjoying it. Looking for a first win in 4. Good ball carry here, and a fine save from Zalakis. Got it once. Chiquinho back to Podence. Nice. Oh, brilliant from Olympiacos. Chiquinho with the goal, but the passing was slick, accurate. And Lunin rendered a mere spectator. Players involved in that 50-50 back on their feet again. This is Mbappe! 1-1. Doesn't miss those. Kylian Mbappe. Zalakis, the goalkeeper, left exposed. Goes right back. Here's Goulet. Free header, 2-1. And it's Mbappe again. Well, Olympiacos started so brightly, but Real Madrid have woken up. Oh yes, well-timed run. Flag stays down. Could be the hat-trick. Is the hat-trick for Kylian Mbappe. Well, Olympiacos are in real trouble now. Kylian Mbappe has arrived. Goal himself, Mbappe. Valverde. And they hit the bar. It's Podence. Garcia. And the header! Fine save from Lunin to deny El Kaabi. Mbappe. Vinicius Junior. That's a whisker away, and he took that on so early. Goalkeeper couldn't get set here. Zalakis. Madrid this evening, Olympiacos. Here's Martins, in by Heza, and there's the chance, and there's the goal. Fine header from the substitute, Mehdi Taremi. And it's very much game on. From Retsos. Trying to set up Mbappe, and he's done it. 4 goals for Kylian Mbappe. And what a duo these have been tonight, Vinicius Junior and the French international. 9 goals in 5 games now in the league phase this season for Kylian Mbappe. 3 wait for a cross in red and white. Martins goes for goal himself, covered easily by Lunin. Useful ball in, and it's another back for Olympiacos. Ayoub El Kaabi, 4-3. Well. We've got a very interesting 10 minutes or so now. The Moroccan international gets his 11th goal in 17s. Punched in towards El Kaabi, just wide. What a cute effort that was from Ayoub El Kaabi. He knows. But it's a first win in 4 in all competitions for Real Madrid. Xabi Alonso halts the...
Caicedo saw the run of Cucurella, and we know he loves to get into those sort of positions. Olise been hugging this line. This is a good run. Dangerous ball. Bayern lead. 1-0. Tucked in at the far post. Chelsea caught napping. Well worked routine. Upamecano up at the far post. Chelsea are certainly rocked. Elise, Kane down in the box. Nothing given. Casado was the man with him. Is he giving it now? Word in his ear. This for 2-0 Bayern. Confidently done. (2-0) reflects the play so far. And it's a huge night ahead now for Chelsea. It was a collision. Palmer, good strong run, gets it back again! Brilliant Chelsea counter. 28 minutes gone, what a game this is. Bayern Munich 2, Chelsea 1. 3 goals in a blistering 8-minute spell. Looks for the dangerous Elise. Cucurella too far off him. In it comes to Lima. Wide it goes, big chance for Bayern, and Chelsea looked all over the place on their left-hand side. Accurately taken, Sanchez, big punch away. Met by Elise. Oh, it would have been a magnificent goal. He's had a storming first half. There, here's Lima. Kane making inroads to go to his left-hand side. Harry Kane! Important stop by Sanchez. Kane would have fancied himself there, straight at the goalkeeper. Boy. Back to Kane. Good build-up Bayern. It's Elise, it's a terrific save. Another important moment for Robert Sanchez. And he's been equal to both of them. There, and then the flag goes up. Oh, it's a chance for Kane! And Bayern go 3-1 up! Chelsea again sleeping at the back. Some great names there. Looking on at Ioannis, Karl-Heinz Rummenigge. Goretzka. Let's go, and it's good night, Chelsea. Here's Elise, and he nearly provided it midway through the second half. Over Chelsea, sparkling game. They led early on, 2-0 up. Chelsea pulled one back, but Kane's second of the night was decided.
Unicol, good ball in, ball drops tantalising in front of goal, and a big escape for Real Madrid as Thomas Araujo prepared to swoop. Otamendi is his wingman. Valverde only half stops him. Now it comes to Prestiani, has lots of space. Oh. Fine fingertips from Thibaut Courtois. He likes it. Coming in from the wing to Bellingham. What a challenge that was, and what a shot that was. Good ball in, free header, and he doesn't miss from there. The deadly Kylian Mbappe. The first sighting of the great man tonight, and that was a routine header. Man instructing everybody is a flamboyant save from Trubin. Pavlidis, defender has lost his footing. Can he make the correct timing? He can. They're back in it. Shelled up, punishes Real Madrid as they slip and slide around Estadio da Luz. Well, you know that now Jose Mourinho to the far post. Should have been 2-1. Well, he was almost away celebrating himself there, Barrero. Well away from Courtois. Penalty! The referee had an eagle eye on that situation. He knew that Otamendi and Tchouaméni Juventus, but he lost his footing. Short run up, powerfully home. Benfica have the lead. Jose Mourinho may be coming back to haunt Real Madrid. The ball in, Vinny Jr. Oh, just got under the ball. He has many attributes, the Brazilian. Pavlidis. Real Madrid rocking back. Oh, Courtois losing at his near post. And he's done it again. Sheldon up second. Are Benfica going to create one of the great upsets on the final? And they have an immediate impact. Goulet cuts it back. Mbappe! His second on this helter-skelter night of Champions League football. Nice little touch. Keeper stays on his line and made it difficult for Shunikov. Maybe he was caught thinking then, the Ukrainian international. 2 on already. Ornus hangs it up there. The goalkeeper's there! Oh my goodness gracious me! This is unbelievable! A diving header from Trubin! Jose Mourinho is back to haunt his former club! He's achieved some incredible... Well, as the full-time whistles go around Europe, Real Madrid will now...
Szczesny just wanting a bit more latitude. Oh, and Zabani arriving. Oh, Lamine Yamal, that was gorgeous. And Ferran Torres! Oh, remarkable defending by Zabani, preventing what would have been a goal to trace. Straight to the man you'd least want it to fall to in Lamine Yamal. Here's Rashford fed by Pedri. Ferran Torres! Paris wait for the flag. They hope for an offside decision in their favour, but Vitinha's concession of possession costly.
Well, it certainly was. It's unlike...
And it will be Hakimi. And Szczesny has to be wide awake.
Lovely strikes. Just a shame there weren't some more white shirts running across the front of them.
Nuno Mendes, another buccaneering run. And it's worked its way through to Mayulu, who scores! Just the response that Paris were looking for. And is it going to be a case of history repeating? They found a way back again. And the 2,700 or so who travel from the French capital jubilant.
Really big season again.
This time it's Barcola, and he's made the space, but can't find the finish. Lovely ball, Rashford's lurking, Zabani's there, but so is Dani Olmo! And they've smuggled it away. For all the world, I thought Barca were back in front there.
Should have scored, shouldn't they?
Lewandowski. Yamal. Just a fraction of space opened up. And an icy glare now from Lee. He's so at ease with the ball at his feet, and he's so unlucky.
Isn't he just? Brilliant footwork from Lee.
Looking for that window of opportunity as we head towards stoppage time, and they've got it here. Gonzalo Ramos! Well, they strike in lethal fashion. Hansi Flick, desperately disappointed. But Paris Saint-Germain have been very much They don't know the meaning of the word settle. The champions continue to carry the fight. He's created the shooting position. Oh, thought his luck was in because of the deflection. In the end, the woodwork rattled. And Declan Rice off target on the follow-up. Hurry back. Will he be caught out here? Well, to his enormous relief, he escapes.
Breakthrough will come, but from whom? Hansko finding Alvarez! And it's Atleti's turn to hit the crossbar. Well, he puffs out his cheeks. Great shape on it! And Gabriel pounces! And they've worked the oracle from the set piece again. In the Europa League semi-final around this time of the game, and found a way. They found Giuliano Simeone. Well, quite the response. An exciting break. Martinelli. And, oh, it's a glorious goal for Arsenal! Devastating. And Lewis Skelly made it possible. Again, Martinelli getting in behind. Is it coming in? Gyökeres, and in it goes! Rice delivers, oh, and it's going to be another. Gyökeres there on the line to make absolutely sure. Second half spell of searing intensity and intent has...
Nuno Mendes puts the ball in, what a good delivery, and PSG have the lead. William Pancho's header into the net. It's his first goal for the club. A wry smile on the face of some of the home supporters. They knew what was coming tonight. They just maybe didn't hope that it would come that early. Hakimi lurking on the right. Kvaratskhelia is going to have a drive, but it's a drive wide.
That just started from Nuno Mendes, didn't it? The bit.
Zaire Emery, Barcola, Mayulu with the move, and he's got the chance now, and he's hit the post. That's Fernandez, that's Poku! I think Chevalier had it covered, but that was mightily close. That's Cavani trying to get through. Was Cavani bundled over? He was. It's going to be a second Leverkusen penalty, and it's 10 against 10. Where did this come from? Garcia is good enough. Leverkusen are level, and nobody could have predicted how that would have come about. Level in score, level in... Doué, Kvaratskhelia. Back with Desiree Doué, and PSG are back with the lead. This might be the theme all evening. This could go one way, then the other repeatedly. Really coolly finished by Doué. Leverkusen 1, PSG 2. Kvaratskhelia. It's back to him, and it's in for 3. Kvicha Kvaratskhelia with a quite wonderful placement of the ball into the goal. Had no time to... PSG have. Hakimi's going into the box. He wasn't needed. It's 4-1. It's a quite wonderful strike from Desiree Doué. He's got his second of the half. He's got his second in a matter of 7 minutes. Leverkusen 1, PSG 4. It looks as though the European champion...
Go for it.
Here's Vitinha motoring and playing it through. And what a chance this is, which is taken, of course it is, by Nuno Mendes. 4.5 minutes into the second half, 4 becomes 5. It's becoming an exhibition now from Luis Enrique's Paris Saint-Germain. The kings of Europe are not... Jeering teenage talent who we might well see at the World Cup. We should. That's a good effort. That's a brilliant effort. Nonchalantly dispatched by Alex Garcia. Well, he's made it 5-2. It's a superb goal that's almost got an air of so what about it. Around the corner for Barcola to muscle his way in past Artur. Here's Dembele, and it's in. It's not taking him long at all to score on his return from injury. PSG have 6. Dembele has his first of the Champions League defence. Dembele and Vitinha again. This time he'll shoot and he'll smash in a 7th. It truly has been a magnificent performance from Paris Saint-Germain this evening. Have a look at this, they say to the rest of Europe. Kasper Hjulmann's unbeaten run as the boss of Bayern Leverkusen is over.
Sliding it through, and eventually sliding it just wide, but he got a couple of Manchester City players in there to try and pick out.
Yeah, better play, good.
Now Reinders. Foden. Chance for Foden! Oh, that's fantastic! That is a fantastic Foden finish. Just past it into the corner of the Borussia Dortmund net, and his good sequence of scoring.
Really suits Foden at this moment in time.
Look at the strength of Haaland, and now the burst, and on it goes! Good save to deny O'Reilly.
He's just off balance. Brilliant from Haaland. Absolutely different level from the big fella. Honestly, this is everything.
He's able to get there. Here's Doku. He skips away from Ryerson, pulls it in. Haaland! Well, Manchester City's number 9 has been breaking hearts in Dortmund since 2022. And he had to score tonight, didn't he?
Back and play there. Sponsored by Uni.
Phil Foden took it well and scored it brilliantly. It's Foden fireworks on bonfire night at the Etihad. City lead 3-0. And that's as good a finish as the first one. Chan for the first time this season. That's a lovely touch by Foden to Haaland and then clipped in. Sabinho comes onto it. What a goal that would have been.
When you see Foden look up, right, the ball comes to Foden and I'm thinking...
Chan slips it through to Adeyemi and he shoots and just drags it wide. Looks as though he's going to get the chance to play to the middle. Free kick taken by Pascal Gross, in by Ryerson. That's a really good goal. And they get one back. And it's Voldemar Anton, the central defender. And wasn't that a nicely worked set piece from Borussia Dortmund?
That really was.
Cherki. Gliding Cherki. Shooting Cherki! And scoring. He's such an elegant player. Such a talented player. And that's another fantastic goal tonight for Manchester City.
That's a brilliant goal. I think he gets by Bellingham too easy though, I've got to say.
4 good goals, 2 for Phil Foden, 1 for Erling Haaland and 1 for Rayan Cherki. Voldemar Anton scored.
Flick on into Olise and his goal side here. Olise, Chevalier stands up and makes the save, but the follow-up is in, and Bayern take the lead with Luis Diaz inside 4 minutes. and the side which has won every game they've played. Diaz heading for the area. Here he is. Gnabry's outside him. Gnabry! Oh, goodness me! So close, it could not have been. Just beaten to it by Marquinhos, and it was important that he was. Then he's dispossessed. Luis Diaz, 2-0. It's a terrible goal to concede. Marquinhos with an awful error, and Luis Diaz has 2 goals in the Parc des Princes, and the European champions are in all kinds of bother here. And Serge Gnabry, little lovely back heel, Kimmich! Oh, what a goal that would have been.
Well, as bad as PSG have defended, Bayern have been...
Neuer. Kvaratskhelia. Deflected off Olise, was it? No, it's going to be a goal kick.
First effort. Goal for Paris would completely change the dynamics.
And Neves! João Neves sweeps the ball into the back of the Bayern net, and they have that goal. And with added time, there may be 20 minutes or so. Short, Kvaratskhelia leads ball into the penalty area. Great header! Oh, so close. João Neves nearly got another.
Yeah, it's a great effort.
João Neves, Lee, bending, and that wasn't far away. It's a good hit.
It was a good hit. And just needed.
Positions this season. Paris Saint-Germain beaten at home for only the 3rd time in their last 42.
Bayern said they had a plan to get away from situations such as this. Having a plan is one thing, dealing with it is another. Yurian Timber opens the scoring for Arsenal. What Harry Kane called the set. Baron now Eze. He's worked it through to Marina. It's Eze again, and it's wide. Lovely build-up. Perhaps just to have a go at a different fullback. And that's Gnabry, and that's 1-1. Lennart Karl, the 17-year-old wunderkind, levels it up in North London. The wide men combined. Away by Kimmich, and he's gifted it straight back to Saka. Over the bar it goes. Arsenal want the corner. Rice in again and wide. Oh, Marino was close to restoring Arsenal's lead.
Inches away.
Rice delivery, so full of menace! Neuer was ready to claim it. Mosquera very nearly got that. This is onto it, this is Eze. The fresh legs of Calafiori, and that was whipped in beautifully. And finished off by Noni Madueke. "70 minutes on the clock. Arsenal ahead again. Noni Madueke behind Kimmich here. He's beyond Neuer. It's Gabriel Martinelli to make sure for Arsenal. And make sure he does. Brilliant from the Brazilian. And Arsenal. They took the lead midway through the first half through Yurian Timber.
Reece James, one pass too many. Barcelona are in. Ferran Torres has missed the target. Scarcely believable. Chelsea get away with one. Come just that for Chelsea, that all-round midfielder. Esteval plays it through. Pedro Neto is in on goal and has missed it. Composure. Where was it? Left. Garnacho Fernandez! And that one's cleared over his own crossbar. Garnacho through to Cucurella. Cucurella can take his time here. And that one has rolled in. And that one will count. Chelsea players all over the field jumping for joy. Went in off Jules Koundé. All of the boys in blue. And still Garnacho, and it deflects now to Gusto. That's James with the shot, not far away. Chelsea are swarming all over Barcelona.
Well, they've got the tactics absolutely spot on.
Now Estevao taking on Kabasi and getting past him. Oh, magnificent! That's what he's about. Estevao is a shining star. Fernandez to the left-hand side, played in by Neto. He plays it to Delap, and Delap makes it 3, but it's another one that's not going to stand. Is that 4 or 5? I've lost count. I think it's 4. It won't be given, or will it? It will be given! It will be given! Chelsea have got a... Chelsea fans will have only just started. What a performance Enzo Maresca's Boy Blues have put in. 1-0 up at...
It's teed up to Valverde, deflected and wide. And there was absolutely nothing that Donnarumma could have done about that had he been on target.
Well, it was amazing. That's
wide. Finding space. Powering forward, Rodrigo. That's a gem of the ball. And Donnarumma came out and did everything he could to put Vinicius Junior off.
What a pass, what a cross-field pass.
So the free kick taken here by Rodrigo. And glanced on and glanced wide by Rudiger. Rodrigo just held his run on this side, now he's on the ball, it's Rodrigo and he's in! Well, the Brazilian who hadn't scored for 32 matches fires Real Madrid ahead against Manchester City on a big, big night for him, a big, big night for his manager, and a big night in the Champions League. It's been allowed to travel a long way. It's a good save and it's turned in. It was Guardiola's header. And then the man on the spot for Manchester City was Nico O'Reilly. His first ever Champions League goal, and he scores it against Real Madrid in the Bernabeu. Gets it through here to O'Reilly, who stands it up. Haaland's gone down in the middle under Rudiger's challenge, which you'd like to see again.
You called that.
Courtois waits. Here comes Haaland! Slides it in. The ice-cold Iceman for Manchester City makes it 2-1. And there's barely a flicker, just a grin on his face. And Haaland delivers. O'Reilly's charging forward here for City. And he pulled it in, and it's... Oh, what a save by Courtois! And then the follow-up, oh, he saved another one! Fantastic. Blistering shot came in from Cherki on the follow-up. Outstanding from Courtois. First and in Haaland. Vinicius Junior plays it on. Here's Rodrigo. Plays it through. Bellingham's in and lifts it over the goalkeeper, but lifts it over the crossbar. Great chance for Real Madrid.
Oh, what a move. What a move. How well does Carreras do?
Space, and he looking to breeze past Asensio here. Still going here. Doku. That's the fingertip from Courtois to get it behind.
It's a good save. And he didn't want to get too much more on it. Did he get any more on it? It's going to save back into the path of the centre forward, Haaland.
Rodrigo slips away from Savinio. It's a good cross. It's not a good header though. From Tchouaméni. In fact, it was Vinicius. Here's Carreras, determined to get the cross in. Brilliant save, Donnarumma. Fingertips to thwart Endrick.
Brilliant cross. He digs it out, look at this.
And their great nemesis, Pep Guardiola, comes back to haunt them again. They've now lost 2 in a row.
For a second, Lewis Skelly, Eza slips, scuffed by Timber, finished by Gabriel Jesus, who has a look up to see if the flag's raised. It stayed down, and Arsenal are in front, and they fully deserve it. They've been on top from the off.
They've been absolutely brilliant, Guy. Like you say, from the whistle.
Gets it back again, got back up again. Barella's effort is smothered. Oh, what a finish that is! Sucic has lashed into level. Boom, you don't keep those out. Just marked in the middle. Might not be any need to find him. Or maybe he's hung on too long. Here is Thuram, and he's slashed at it. But I reckon the pass from Sucic should have come a lot sooner than it did.
Yeah, absolutely spot on.
Saka's lifted it to Trossard, off the bar and into the net. Gabriel Jesus has got another, and Arsenal have their lead back. Arsenal from a corner. Yes, it's happened again. Thinking about it again, playing in DiMarco. Good strong hand from Raya, and he's got down again at the near post. Arsenal needed their keeper to stay in front. Gets a little bit of room away from DiMarco. It's Trossard, and it's just wide. Saka tempting, teasing, and very nearly delivering.
Oh, it's absolutely brilliant.
Towards Esposito. Esposito! Well, I don't know how he managed to get as close as he did from there.
Oh, it's so close.
DiMarco's corner. Knocked down by Acerbi. Esposito trying to turn, and he's had to dig at it. What an impact he's having, though. He's got to be strong. He is. He holds it up well. It's not the right pass for Saka, but he's got it back, and he scored! A dead-eye finish from Victor Gyökeres, and it would seem as though the game is finished. It is deep in Dortmund next week to try and get a finish in the top 8 of the league phase. But tonight's not about them.
Fernandes, it's Reece James. And claims for a handball. Fernandes rolls it confidently past Alex Merritt to give Chelsea the lead. Goalkeeper went the right way, but it just had too much pace on it, too much precision. By Fofana, Di Lorenzo trying to bulldoze his way in. And when he's done so, Di Lorenzo! Saved by Sanchez. Era wins that one. Caicedo trying to get a foot in, and oh, what a finish! What a goal! That is absolutely incredible! Antonio Vergara! A sensational individual. Really clever ball, McTominay with the set. And Vergara can't repeat the trick this time. Elmas. Oliveira. Oh, it's there! Rasmus Højlund sweeps Napoli into the lead. Incisive, patient build-up. To João Pedro, lovely first touch. João Pedro! Thumps in the equaliser. The first plays in João Pedro. 2 against 2. João Pedro! What composure! Another fabulous finish. Nacho struggling to clear. Vergara. Now Di Lorenzo. Lukaku! Straight at Sanchez. Early in the first half, through an Enzo Fernandez penalty, Napoli fought back to lead by 2-1 at the break. Vergara.